Now in this tutorial we want to get ourselves in some text, okay? If you notice in the original we actually have, where is it here, Nikon camera, okay? So I'm going to I want to make sure my foreground color is a white, okay? Text tool selected. I'm just going to type in Nikon camera, okay? And I'm going to just put that in the middle a bit. Okay, now if we come back into our characters palette like we did before, it should be here, the letter A, if not Windows character. Okay, and what I want to do is first select the text, and I want to actually, now this is set to Century Gothic, I want to make this actually, what should I make it? I'm just going to make it Arial. I'm going to make it bold, and a little feature that I like in here is you can turn this from being lowercase into capitals just by clicking this icon. You'll notice your text gets turned into capitals. Okay, so that's what I want. Nikon camera, looking good. And we could type out the other one and reset it all, but again I'm a little fan of cheating with the move tool selected, with the Nikon camera layer selected. Hold down Alt on your keyboard and drag it down. Okay, that looks good to me. Move it down a bit, and all I'm going to do is change the text to Nokia telephone. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here with the text tool, click inside any part of the text, Nokia. I got my one sec, I got my Thai script still on here. There we go, Nokia camera. And you know what, I seem to, since I've changed my style, I seem to have lost everything, so it would have been actually quicker just to redo it, but okay, and I'm going to make it bold, and there we go, Nokia camera. Nokia, it's not a Nokia camera. Let me click on camera and put telephone. There we go, Nokia telephone, Nikon camera. Okay, now what I want to do now is I just want to tidy things. In fact, that's not straight. Let me left mouse it, left mouse cursor, keep it straight, Ellie. Okay, what I want to do is, that's our left content area done. We got our two thumbs in, we got our links in, we got our search bar in. Okay, what I want to do is I want to now tidy this folder structure up a bit. Okay, I want to, you'll notice we got all sorts happening here, so let's get them into folders. Okay, so we click through this stuff. That's what I like about these little eyes, and that's why I actually like building folders a bit earlier, because we've left this a bit late. But the top bar is, you see that blue bar there, and then we got the blue box, we got the text, and these are all the bullets. So at the top of bullet copy 6, that's what mine says, and you should have like 6 copies of whatever you called it. At the top there, click on this icon, make a new folder, and we're going to call this, double left click on group 1, we're going to call this links side. Okay, we're just going to call it links side, and what I want to do is I want to click on the top one, copy 6, or whatever one yours is, and I want to come all the way down the top bar, hold down shift, click, and that will select them all. I'm just going to drag that into links bar. Okay, so that's the links bar. Turn it on and off. You notice now that we're missing something. We have a category that's not actually inside of this folder structure, so we need to find. Category seems to be way at the top here, so I'm just going to left click, drag that down. Okay, I'm going to keep dragging it down, drag it down to links side. Okay, and then I want to move that. You'll notice at the moment category isn't showing because it's below the actual top bar. Okay, there it is there, it's behind the top bar. To get rid of that, you just bring up the categories up one, or you can bring it right to the top, and you'll notice category shows through. And there we go, that is the links side done. So just check, links side done. Next thing I want to do is I want to make this icon area. So again, I'm going to go right to the top of the page. I'm going to click right at the top, and I'm going to click the new folder, double left click, and I'm going to call this thumb right. Okay, actually I'm going to call it thumbs right. And I know which one it is. It's the Nokia telephone, and it goes all the way down to the second shape. Hold down shift, that will let me select it all, drag that in, close that folder, and we are looking really tidy. So I could minimize that. That closes down the thumb, that closes down the links, that closes down the search. Now the reason I like doing this is because at a later date, let's say you leave this for 3 weeks or something, and then you come back in at a later date, you'll have these folder structures here, and you'll be able to sort of, right, it's a linked site, so what I'm looking for must be in here somewhere. Okay, I've built, in the early days, I've built these, and they just go on and on and on. I didn't name them, and I could never, it spent me a lot of time trying to find them. So I'm just trying to make your lives a lot easier here. Now actually in the original we had some text. Okay, I'm limited on space here, but what we can do now, everything's in a folder structure. I can click on search with the move tool selected. Okay, I can now drag that search further up. Okay, I can then click on the linked side and do exactly the same, and I don't have to worry about selecting individual layers because I know they're all in one folder. Okay, so I'm just gonna, that's fine, I can always use the up and down cursor keys. And the thumbs, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually I'm gonna choose Nikon camera. I'm gonna select that one. I'm going to choose, what else we got here? This one's the camera. In fact, I'm going to change the name. It's in Thai, camera. Okay. So I want the Nikon camera. I want the camera. Okay. And I want, yeah, these are all over the place here. And I want this layer and this layer. Okay. With them selected, I can then bring this up. Okay, I hope you get that. You've got to play around with it. That's why it's really important to organize. The reason I'm doing that is because now I can actually add some text, and that's what I want to do. So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to cheat, but I'll upload the text into a text folder so you'll have it. I'm just basically on the original going to click, and I'm going to copy, Control C. I'm going to come back to our one we're working on, which is here. And the way to make, we've been using the text tool as on a click basis. You click and you paste in your text. Okay. What I want to do is I actually want to click and drag with the text tool. So I'm just going to click and drag, and that makes me a box, which now means I can Control V and I'll keep everything in that box. So if I was to grab let's say I was grab this middle bottom handle here, it would turn it to one line. Or if we had more text, it would turn it to more text. Okay, so it is quite a good way of doing it. You just have a bit more control over the actual text. Okay, I'm just going to bring that in a bit, and there we go. There is our text. All I'm going to do is we always do. I'm going to hold down Alt with the move tool, drag that down, and I'm just going to duplicate it because that's all we need to do. You could spend more time on it and make it look good. So I hope you understand what I did, especially inside these folders here, especially when we came into the thumb right. We had to find out, I wanted to move this camera layer, this whole thumb up, so I needed to make sure I had the camera selected. I needed to make sure the background, the clip, and the wording. So that's why I had to go through, hold down Control, select individual layers, and then move it up. So that's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to start doing this main big white area. It's probably a couple of tutorials left, and then we're going to start cutting this baby up and sending it over to Dreamweaver. Take it easy, guys.